conversations. And one of the ways I'm going to do that is to take a video. For example, I just did a video of these three young dancers, triple charm. They're very nice, but the volume was wrong. But what I wanted to do is have a cartoon character of George Papard and Audrey Hepburn from the old movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, and have George speak. That would be my opinion, and then I would give an answer, and then I would give the question, and you would read the answer, and then you would give your own. But I'm tired of doing all of that editing since it was a waste of time today. So today we're going to do 25 common English phrases. I'll put the phrase on the screen. I'll say it. I'll ask you to say it. Then I'll make a sentence. It's good for you to make one, but sometimes that puts people on the spot. There we go. On the spot means, for example, you're not paying attention and the teacher says, "What was the answer?" You're on the spot. You have to do something. You're having stress. On the spot. Okay, second phrase. Be careful. Be careful. You say it with me. Be careful. You're going out driving and your mother says, "Be careful." It's a warning. You think something might be a little dangerous for someone. Be careful driving. Be careful driving. Now you say it with me. Be careful driving. Truth be told, people in my parents' generation used to have friends who drove drunk. It wasn't as illegal as it is today. So you would say, "Be careful driving." Maybe you've had too many. Or if it's snowing, "Be careful driving." Listen, the wedding's going to end late. You'll be driving at night. Be careful driving. Okay, the next one. Can you translate this for me? Can you translate this for me? You say, "Can you translate this for me?" It can mean literally take this from English, translate it into another language. But it could also mean you don't understand it. For example, if you said to me, Einstein's theory of relativity, E equals mc squared, I would say, "Can you translate this for me? I don't understand that." The next one. Chicago is very different from Boston. Chicago is very different from Boston. Now you say, Chicago is very different from Boston. It could be any place. You could say, for example, "My girlfriend is from the suburbs." And you might say, "The suburbs are very different from Brooklyn," meaning you had a different upbringing. You had a different way of speaking, a different pace. So, for example, if you are from Los Angeles, you're going to come to work a little later than people in New York. We speak faster. We're a little more on time. It's different. If you go to New Orleans is very different from Brooklyn. It's hot, tropical, laid back, has a voodoo feel to it. Next. Don't worry. Don't worry. You say, "Don't worry." Like all phrases, it could be used many different ways. "Oh, I think I failed my test." Your mother might say, "Don't worry. I'm sure you did well." Or, "Oh, I wish this bus would come." "Don't worry. We'll catch a cab. It's not important." So either literally, "Don't worry," "Feel better," or "It doesn't matter." Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. Now you say, everyone knows it. For example, Apatu got 2 billion views on YouTube. Everyone knows it. It's common knowledge. Everything is ready. Everything is ready. You try. Everything is ready. My aunt used to say, my mother had 7 brothers and sisters, so we had big holidays. My aunt would cook for sometimes 16, 17, 18 people. Boom, 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 boom. Yoo-hoo! Everything's ready. Excellent. Excellent. I'm sure if you've seen The Simpsons, Mr. Quivers goes, excellent, which is sort of an evil way to say it. Just means really good. You try. Excellent. Now, people in the UK are more subdued than people in America. We exaggerate everything. Like we have Superman, deluxe. Everything is over the top. So excellent is the best. Now, this is another lesson for another day, but excellent is the superlative. It means it can't get any better. So you can't say grammatically more excellent, most excellent. It is excellent. You can say pretty, prettier, prettiest, or heavier, but excellent, that's it, the top. We'll do one more. From time to time. Do you go on YouTube? From time to time. From time to time. Now you say it. From time to time. You're not crazy about it. Do you like to go to the beach? From time to time. I'm not there every weekend. Now I wanted to tell you why I picked triple charm as my background for this video. When my mother was in the hospital a couple of years ago, very stressful time. I was drinking too much coffee, too much Coke. Though I didn't drink Diet Coke there. I drink it now because I can't have the sugar. But they were so innocent, so nice, so happy. 3 sisters who danced on YouTube. Not provocative, just fun. And now they have their own album. They go on tour. I don't know how popular they are. But if you notice, the blonde girl in the middle is the youngest. When they started, she was like 11. And she was always trying to grab the attention. But the girl on here, the right, my right, your left, was the middle sister. And she used to be the one who was always the focus of everything. She has the most charming smile, the most inviting. The older sister, you kind of like her the best in a way because she's like the homebody. She's maybe not as vivacious, not up there, but like really solid, really trustworthy. And when you see them dance together, they just make you happy. I mean, that's just what I found. So most of the videos I'm going to do are going to be more in a conversational format. Well, I will talk about something, a video. I'll give a possible answer. You'll repeat it. I'll ask the question again, and then you give your own answer. The second type will be idioms. And the third type will do straight grammatic lessons with the rules. And I'm putting these in short format because I notice when I'm just starting here. When I put them in the long format like this, I get like 6 views. I put them in the shorts, I get like 1,000 views. And that's just this week. So if you like them, please give me a thumbs up or tell me what type of lessons you would like. I teach a lot of Chinese and Korean students online for different companies. And as you know, in China, unless you have a VPN, you can't use YouTube, although many people in Japan do. So on YouTube, I'm going to concentrate on lessons with Japanese subtitles and Korean. Since they'll be CGI automated, they won't be perfect. But this way, if you're a newer student, you won't get lost. Even with my explanations, you'll get the literal explanation. Say, oh, I know. And also, I'm going to do some reading. So there'll be books and there'll be like a paragraph, and I'll put the Japanese or Korean translation here. I'll put a Chinese one on Bilibili. If there are enough Chinese students, I'll do it here as well. And what I was taught when I learned German, the teacher said, don't run to the dictionary and look up every word. Try to get it from the context, the words around it. And if you miss a few in those lessons, it's okay. You'll get better. Another way to use reading lessons is to shadow. If you want to improve your accent, read right after. We have the children's song in America, row, row, row your boat, and the next person goes row, row, and it sounds like row, 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 row. For some reason, without trying, you pick up the accent. Now, something I always tell my Korean, Japanese, and Chinese students is that when I was a kid, the Asian immigrants, or even the kids who were born here, spoke in a more academic manner, a little bit stiff, but we kind of expected it. And long and short vowels are a little difficult for Asian speakers to say. You say them a little bit longer, a little bit shorter than we do, because they're new, use different muscles. We used to that as well. When I first started running into Asian people with a New York accent, I was in the hospital, they gave me an MRI. Chinese guy walks in and goes, hey buddy, how you doing? With the Brooklyn accent from years ago. I thought he was kidding me, but we get used to it. It's very true in Australia and New Zealand. The Asians there, like Rose, she's lost a bit of her accent, but they got the exact accent as the locals. And it's happening here in America. So times change. So in other words, if you have a slight accent or even a heavier one, we can understand you. But it's very true when someone speaks exactly as you do, you feel more at ease with them. So if that's any help. So take care. I hope you liked the video. Talk to you soon.